Yo, yo, yo.
Yo, what it is?
What it was.
What it gonna be?
I knew you was coming with it. I don't know what I've done to these headphones.
Hmm.
These that that music about blew my eardrums out.
Oh wow.
It's extremely loud. So that might have been the problem the whole time. But
Hmm.
how are you doing?
Oh, dude, I'm on top of the world. Over here in Louisiana, fighting the frigid cold.
Yeah,
It's
Winterfest.
15. Yeah, it's 15 degrees right now.
Yeah.
The 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 ice and snow came yesterday, and buddy, like the roads are shut down. Family Dollar's closed. It's end of the world.
Oh, I get it. I was out there working this morning and I looked at the wind chill. It was 3 degrees, 85% humidity, snowing
Hmm.
and sleeting at the same time. It was not ideal.
It's 3 degrees at your place.
Well, it was 14, but it felt like three, it said.
Oh yeah. Oh, I seen a while ago. It felt like -2 here. Uh, it's supposed to get down to 8 degrees tonight,
Yeah, us too. Yeah.
which is
Yeah,
freaking
Winterfest,
ridiculous.
no doubt.
Yep.
You look like
Hmm.
one of the Griswolds.
Well, I was national. I was national this weekend, and
National
and
Lampoon.
I do feel like I'm lampooned a lot. So
I heard that. Well, I've been chasing them deer. Our last weekend for deer dogs was this weekend, and we got after them pretty good.
you kill one?
I've killed several this weekend.
Oh, okay, cool, cool, cool,
Yeah,
cool.
I don't really
I
want to
mean,
disclose how many, but
yeah. Well, you could have said yes.
yeah, yeah, I killed one, at least one.
Okay. Ah, yeah,
We,
yeah. That's what I'm
we
talking
we've
about.
been we've been keeping up with how many we've killed this year in front of the dogs in our hunting club.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Mm-hmm.
we're today made 140.
For the club.
Yeah, for the club in front of dogs. That's not still hunting. So
Dang.
it's pretty
Mowing them
good.
down. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, got within the herd. It was 70 something bucks and 50 something does, or maybe right at
Wow.
80, low 80s bucks. Which you got to
Wow.
think it's the rut. So once they start stinking, it's hard for them to lose them dogs.
Yeah. Yeah. Which y'all might have buck dogs too.
Oh, buck only. They whisper in their ear, "Hey, go get a buck." And
Now I
boy,
hate
when
that.
they
My old man had a dog. That's all she'd run was buck. When she jumped and ran, that's all she would run. She very seldom ran a doe.
yeah, what y'all call her, sexist?
No, her name was Joy or
She
Joey.
eat joy?
I guess
Did she jump
Joey.
eater joy?
Dude, there was a sack of Joy dog food in our kitchen from the time I guess from the time I can remember until I don't know, man, probably till I moved out when I was 12 or 13.
That's crazy. Wow.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Josh, no one even supports you. Your half. I'm still negotiating contracts on my side.
Mm-hmm. Hey, talk about dog food, folks. I seen Galen Cooper this weekend with Pro Plan.
Oh, Galen.
Backbreaker, pencil whooper.
I
Uh,
like Galen.
I like Galen a lot. Yeah, I
He's
haven't seen him
funny.
in quite a while. He is.
Yeah.
I'm glad he's back with Pro Plan too.
Yeah. Yeah, he went to Showtime for a little while.
You don't have to say that.
Oh, okay, I'm just saying that's a lot of people might
I'm
know him
just
from
playing.
there.
Yeah, but now talk to him for a little bit. Anyway, uh, what's coming up this weekend?
Man, I think there's about 11 NSD hunts. As a matter
Wow.
of fact,
There's a USDC hunt too, isn't it? Or is there?
there's 3. There's
There's
4.
3?
4.
Holy smokes.
Yeah. So the NSD hunts, there's a $50 shootout in Alabama on Friday. That's Division 5.
Well, there's a lot of
Yeah.
shootouts these days, isn't it?
Well, you know, when you're doing points races, those are convenient.
Yeah.
The same
Trying to beat the
Alabama
system.
Division 5. Yeah, the same Alabama Division 5 is hosting a hunt on Saturday. A state race hunt. Indiana Division 2. Kentucky Division 2. Don't y'all have a hunt also?
There's Division 4's having a hunt here. I'm just there. I just go to, support and assist, I guess. But
Yeah.
Mr. Anthony Bryan Rangel's hosting that one.
Yeah.
The
Louisiana Division 4.
Squirrel Hunters. Yep.
Michigan Division 1. Looks like North Carolina Division 4. Ohio has 2 hunts, Division 5 and Division 6. Oklahoma Division 3, Pennsylvania Division 2, and Tennessee Division 3.
Ohio Division 5 and Division 6. I still don't understand how Tom Smith's going to hunt both those. Cleo's going to be in both of them.
I don't know. They gonna
try to win that points race, baby. We gonna have a AM in one division and a PM in another. That's a joke.
That might work. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
They got to be a pretty good piece of way to have them in the same day, surely.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Then you got the USDC. You got $100 9 dog, and is that?
It looks like Buchanan, Georgia. Mike Dooley is hosting it January the 20th.
Cool.
And then
got a $1,000 9 dog opossum classic.
That's how it's
in
spelled.
Murfreesboro, Tennessee.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Daniel Eaton is hosting that.
And it's sold out.
Yep. Sold out.
Yep. January 20th. $300 9 dog. Olmsted, Michigan. Mark McGuinn is the
Michigan
hunt director.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And they're having another 9 dog hunt the next day. Same place, same person.
Wow. That's what I'm talking about.
I probably guess getting qualified.
Yeah. Qualify for that world.
It don't say that Mike Dooley's or Mark's are sold out. So maybe if y'all are interested in getting entries, check them out. Contact them.
I got some buddies up there in Michigan. We shacked up together this past weekend.
You didn't stay with your new kennel partner?
I would like to discuss some of that, showstopper, and we pick with Bart about being, a new official showstopper team member. But I tell you what,
you're gonna throw him out and pick up Gary?
No, sir.
Oh.
No, sir. We stayed at the LBK Hideaway on the way back, and like a little stopping spot to get some sleep, and dude, like they're living the brand. Like they have a table in there, has LBK burnt in it. LBK. They got magnets of their dogs on the refrigerator.
Really?
It's, oh my gosh. Yeah. Concrete kennels outside, got tie outs outside. This is probably a 20 by 40 concrete building with metal, with polished floors. I'm thinking 5 beds, a couple couches. Like, I'm thinking about jumping ship and switching teams. Like, I have a Brindle dog.
Yeah.
I'm sure I can get some papers on him somehow. Do what?
Ken Isley's got papers.
Yeah, like so. And I don't even need any shoe polish. But
or hair dye.
Yeah, so I'm telling you, man, LBK's got it going on. They're winning. I like to be associated with winners.
Mm-hmm.
But they're a team, son. Like this. Imagine having an interior decorator come in and say, "I want it LBK themed." That's what this whole thing was. Like it's LBK everywhere. They have like a freaking vision board of all their accomplishments with all their dogs. I wish I had a printout. I'd have put my dog up there too.
But was it pretty slick?
It's a pretty cool place. Yeah, I won't mention where it's at or anything like that. But I did video the inside of it, and I did save the coordinates. So,
who stayed with you over there?
The infamous Wade Hildebrand, aka Wes.
Did Wes have any? Was there any profanity spread in there?
Yeah, I mean they don't have a cuss jar, but
they're gonna have to go and burn some ginseng or something to get the. If them walls could talk, I'll be walking around there.
Dude, I should show you a picture of how ridiculous he was dressed when we left Illinois.
Did he look homeless?
Dude. Hey, we went into so we stopped and got gas. He goes, "Hey, I want to stop in here and get some coffee." And the man that was running the place was the Indian with a dot.
Yeah.
And like missing half his teeth. Had a little old dog in there screaming. Rah, 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 rah. So anyway, and it's not even that late. Like 6:30, maybe 7.
Mm-hmm.
Wade walks up there and they're out of coffee. He's like, "Hey man, I want some coffee." He goes, "You gotta have cold coffee. Cold. He's like, "You don't have any hot coffee?" He's like, no. He's like, "Would you make some?" He's like, "If I had me a cup." And like Wade's starting to get aggravated. He's like, "For how many cup?" He's like, You're not gonna make any coffee?" He's like, "No, what? I pay for the whole blankety blank pot when I buy a cup. So I'm getting $70 worth of fuel out there, and you won't make a pot of coffee?" Okay. And anyway, he's like, "You get coffee?" I was like, "Nah, player." I'd already seen I wasn't buying anything at this store.
Yeah, hold the spit.
Anyway, so he starts making some coffee. Gets the coffee made. Wade goes there and gets it. They've got like this whole, it's like a little selection of sugar, creamer, Splenda, whatever. And you just mash a button, and it disperses it. Creamer. It's like, just throws out some dust. It's empty. And they have some liquid creamer beside it. And Wade's like, "Hey, man. Hey. You got some creamer?" Goes, yes, I got creamer. And he's like, the guy walks over there and goes, and he's like, "Oh, no, you can get that." He goes, "I don't want that. I want this."
No.
And like, he starts, and the guy's like, okay. And he starts looking around, and Wade's like aggravated, like cussing. Anyway, I should have videoed. It was funny. It was very funny to me. Probably wasn't funny to Wade. he was just wanting some coffee for the road, and it wasn't working here. Anyway, the guy couldn't find any powdered creamer, and was like, "That's all right. I like your stuff. I like your stuff over here too. The liquid."
That they just argued about.
No, yeah, that he just argued, but he hit it empty. The fresh vanilla is empty. Oh yeah. I think the Splenda might have been empty too. Anyway, he was pissed off about that. Anyway, we left Illinois and went to the LBK hideaway, and then took off to. I even made it back for church the next morning.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Did you swear off some of that juju while you was there?
When I was at church?
Yeah.
Nah, man. Yeah, like I really didn't sow any wild oats to be praying for crop failure.
Oh, yeah. I get it.
I was just thankful that I made it back in one piece, dude. Like the whole way up there, I don't know. Like and it started raining when I left the house. And it rained the whole way. I don't really have a travel partner anymore. Like Wade and me don't ride together. As soon as I switched jobs, I didn't get free fuel. He quit riding with me. But so I'm traveling up there by myself. It's raining. I don't want to be away from my kids. Like the older they get, the harder it is for me to go a long way from the house. I get
it.
And I'm thinking, what am I doing? Like, is it worth it?
Mm-hmm.
It might be. I don't know. But man, I don't like leaving my kids.
Yep. And as soon as it's over with, instead of staying to hang out, back on the road.
Back on the road. That's right. And we hung out. I stayed with Josh Holmes and Ethan. I think it's Carlino. I think that's his last name. Something like that. And had a good time. Like they're buddies. We stayed with them and hung out with them a good bit. But they're both from Michigan. Had some good conversation. But I tell you what, the best host in the country, maybe. Jason Hicks come over, and hey, like last year, Jason was super cool. He fixed Wade me a plate of like leftovers. Yeah. But this year he stepped it up. He brought over steaks with some Country Bob steak sauce and sweet potatoes with some cinnamon and sugar and some butter. He brought all this stuff. This went way above and beyond, just being a buddy. And dude. So cooked on the Traeger grill. We and then the electricity went out. And mind you, it's, I don't know, 19 degrees outside. The wind's blowing 40 miles an hour. Electricity goes off. Who shows up? Hey guys, I brought you flashlights. He come back and brought us flashlights.
He wasn't staying with y'all?
No, he's staying at his house with his.
How did he know
his wife?
How far was that from y'all?
So we looked up and Josh found it, an Airbnb at Jason's neighbor. Like Jason's neighbor has this Airbnb, and we stayed right beside Jason, and he lives probably 20 minutes from the clubhouse, 25 minutes, something like that, in Ewing, Illinois. But yeah, it was a neat deal, a cool gesture. I will say that he's a heck of a dude, super guy.
Sounds like y'all got a good spot.
Oh man, what you talking about? Yeah. And hey, the electricity went off, so the place wasn't, the heater wasn't working. But I tell you what, it didn't get cold. I don't know when the heat come back on, but it was sometime that morning.
What was the temperature up there?
The first day, so I got up there. I stopped along the way and took a nap. So I got up there. I got to the clubhouse at a little bit before 5, and that would be Friday morning. It wasn't that cold. It was, I don't know, 40 something degrees, 46, 43 degrees, but it was raining like a cow pissing on a flat rock. Like, I mean, it was raining, and the hunted the junior division that morning with Romeo. I went out and spectated with Wade, and that evening too. But it was just that the evening wasn't near as bad as that morning. The morning was bad. It rained and rained and rained and rained. But then Saturday it was pretty cold. Like it was, I don't know, probably 30 degrees or colder. Maybe colder.
What, Sunday I saw it was like -1 was the wind chill.
Yeah, well, I think it was 1 degree. I think when they went hunting, it was 1 degrees.
That's wild.
That is wild.
It sounds terrible.
Yeah. It was cold, but it wasn't. I can handle the cold better. No.
It's still cold.
No, it ain't a different cold.
Yeah.
No, we might have a different heat, but it ain't a different cold.
Well, I thought that they have the humidity we got.
No, probably not. But
yeah,
but it was cold, and I can't tell the difference between 15 degrees here, 15 degrees there.
Yeah,
it's all
15
cold
degrees.
Yeah, but I tell you what, I can take the cold better than what I used to could.
I can't.
Like I quit smoking cigarettes, and my thermostat changed. I quit smoking in like 2011, and my
quit
thermostat
smoking them
changed.
Heaters.
Mm-hmm. And cowboy killers, baby. Hey, dude, I've been smoking cigarettes. I've been smoking cigarettes since I was like 2 years old. Like my folks was, like they tell me here, go light this on the heat on the stove. I go to the stove and I'd be, and don't you inhale? Don't you inhale?
Did you do like Bill Clinton?
No, I inhale. And
that's
like I was like for real. I was smoking a pack a day when I was 12, 13 years old. I started smoking in front of my grandparents. So Paul and me lived with our grandparents. I started smoking in front of them when I was 15.
Really?
Yeah, like it was after Christmas. And I was standing around. I think my dad was smoking and probably somebody else. I was like, lit one up, and I smoked in front of them ever since.
Did you roll it up in your sleeve, like the pack up in your sleeve?
Yeah. I started smoking Marlboro Reds. That was the first thing. But I switched over to Marlboro Lights later on.
I heard that. You didn't like the Reds. It's too heavy for you, huh? The Cowboy Killers.
Yeah, I don't know.
Once your lungs got a little abused.
Yeah. And hey, I tell you what. Like I love smoking. I still like. I just can't do it. I can't socially smoke. My wife could go out, which we don't go out, but she could go out and hang out and smoke and have a good time and enjoy, the cigarette or whatever. But I can't. Because I've quit several times, but a man's got to know his limits. If I smoke one, I'm probably gonna smoke two, then six, then I'm back on it. You know,
You're back on
I'm
the
2 packs a day again.
carton a day.
Hey, I got a carton of cigarettes in my stocking one time, like for Christmas.
At 16?
No, I was a little bit older. Yeah,
that's pretty interesting.
But I tell you what, I didn't realize how bad it was hurting my cardio. Once I quit smoking, I could run. Like I remember, like I was like, heck, it'd been probably 2 years since I quit smoking. At this point, I think I'm gonna go running today. And I took off running, and I ran to where I thought that'd probably be my max. Dude, I wouldn't even wind it. My watch would tell me, "Please slow down." I was like, I was talking shit to it. I was like, "Shut up." I kept running, and dude, I got like 2 miles in, and it scared me. Like I didn't stop. I didn't have to walk or anything. I was just running like Forrest Gump, and like, man, I better turn around. Like I was afraid I was going to run too far and get like a cramp or something. Couldn't get back to my truck. So I turned around and ran back. I ran 4 miles, and like my heart rate never got over 80. I was thinking, and the only thing I changed was quit smoking. I don't enjoy running either.
And you quit smoking 2 years before that.
Yeah. I don't run a whole lot. Like I'll work out and do like cardio stuff, but it's not running. I don't really enjoy running. It's kind of boring to me.
Yeah, especially if you're running on one of the treadmills where you're looking at the same wall.
I don't ever run on a treadmill. I will do treadmill work, and I'll do treadmill work with my son for like speed work. And so like I started doing this. So he's 7 now. We started doing this probably when he was 4. So you can't run faster by running uphill or with any kind of restriction.
Mm-hmm.
You won't run faster like that. You can't. You can teach yourself to run faster by running downhill or running with a car, putting your hand on a car, something pulling you, something that's making you run faster than one that you can actually run. That would teach your mind and your body to move your legs faster, and it will increase your speed. So on the treadmill, let's say when he was 5, we'd kick that puppy up to like 5 miles an hour. He'd get on there and he's hanging on. I got him clipped in case he falls, it'll turn off. He's hanging on. He's as fast as his little legs can go for about 10 seconds, and he jumps off. Or I pick him up.
Yeah.
And that teaches him to run faster. So his sprints, he can go from dead still to wide open really fast. It really showed up this year in football. Like he killed it. But anyway, like he's up to 13 miles an hour now.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I know we talked, and I got my kids running downhill, and I was timing them, and I could see them getting faster.
It's a phenomenon.
Yeah.
There's a little town here not known for their athletics, and they had a cross-country girls team that had never won anything. And this was circa 2012.
Yeah.
I think, you know what? It might have been 2000. No, it was before that.
This is called 12.
Like probably 2009.
Okay, 2009.
Anyway, got the cross-country girls team. This is junior high. And brought them in on the treadmill to do some speed work. And like they won more stuff that year than they've ever won before and ever won since.
Really?
Like that group of girls, yeah, we put them on the treadmill and put them at like Like, so they couldn't run like a 10-minute mile. So we increased their speed to like 10 minutes. And then we kept increasing their speed. And it made a world of difference. So I like a treadmill for speed work. But as far as like just cardiovascular, the row machine, I think is more beneficial. Of a kettlebell workout is probably more beneficial.
Yeah.
And I'm not like, I might do some dead meals. So I'll get on the treadmill and not turn it on and push it, or walk backwards on it, pushing it. And just, you're pushing the belt. It's not, the motor's turned off. So this is probably not the best for the machine, but it's really good for the human. And so if you don't have a sled where you can pull or drag, the treadmill works pretty good too.
Nice.
That's what I do.
There's a couple of training tips for y'all. Get your kids out there, teach them to run down a hill, teach them to run a treadmill. Or some of y'all old fat guys. Now, ironically enough,
I wouldn't suggest running off the bat on a treadmill.
I've seen some grown men run to their dog in the woods.
Yeah, hey, I have too. Yeah, I know people's got two speeds. They got your dog treed and their dog treed, and it's
too drastically different. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I actually try to walk slow, and dude, trying to walk slow is still faster than a lot of people. And I'm like, man, I can't help it. I just got these long legs.
Yeah, I walk at a moderate pace.
Yeah, well, I call mine moderate. Now, you're moderate, my moderate might be different, but
my dog tree.
Let's tighten up, Judge. Let's talk about some of these hunts from that. Some of these dogs from nationals.
Let's talk about them. I've seen them. I've seen a lot of them. Seen some good people too. I got to spend a lot of time with Mac Morrow. It's a gentleman from South Carolina. Met one of the guys that got him into competition hunting. Oh, Ernie, I think his name's Ernie West. Nice guy. We got to hang out and talk to them a good bit. Damien Deal, got to talk to him. He let me know that my camera sucks. I appreciate that. I was like, thanks.
How's mine?
Like, I love some constructive criticism. Yours looks great. See, mine looks good right now too. But he's like, I'm glad you got your camera fixed. I said, thank you. Seen some great dog work in some horrible conditions. Hell, that Spike dog went like 17 for 20 for the whole week. He won the 9 dog. I think he went 8 for 8 in the 9 dog.
Yep, 4 in the first round and 4 in the second round.
In the finals, I think he was 15 for 17, like leading up to the finals. And I think in the finals, he went 2 for 3. So, that's like 17 for 20.
Yeah, that's impressive.
Yeah, talk about a power ranking.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's finna go up. Up.
So, Harlow and me talked about you. You was at work in the beginning of the week, but you got to come home Thursday or Wednesday. What day you come home?
I traveled home Thursday night.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you could have come to you could have went to the Nationals and participated, but you didn't.
I chose not to.
Yeah.
I chose not to be gone all week and live in a hotel room with 2 young kids and then go home for 8 hours and turn around and leave. So, yes, I technically chose to. If I would have been at home with my family all week, I don't mind going for 2 days.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
It gets harder and harder to leave when they don't understand that that they understand that they like their sports and they want to do good in their sports. They don't really understand that Daddy has something that he wants to be competitive in.
Yeah. They are your wife.
Well, a
My
mixture
wife,
of.
she does not understand.
Well, my kids don't either. Daddy, why are you leaving?
Yeah, mine's like, when you coming home?
Yeah. So we could sit around and play on our phones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I
So
technically
let's
could
see.
have came, but I chose not to.
I'm just giving you a hard time.
Yeah.
So let's see. In the tree and Kerr division at the Nationals, Cesar, Illinois. Coming in first place, you got Hickory Hill. Game over. I've heard that dog's name a good bit. Brian Hertman or Hertram was handling him. The second place was Buzzkill. You've heard Buzzkill. I hunted with
Mm-hmm.
Buzzkill. I think when he won the junior world, Ernie West is handling him. And third, State Line Megatron. Holy smokes!
Number
I
one
guess the
in your
hype is
heart.
real. Yeah, I guess maybe. And
Now,
hey, I was leading. I was leading the semifinal cast to the last 6 minutes of the cast.
now y'all had the most in the tree and Kerr division out of anybody, huh?
Yeah, yeah. Well, so if I'm going to do something, I'm going to go to the hardest division and try to dominate.
So you probably had your
Yeah,
your feist in the box, and you was like, "Man, there ain't no competition. I'm gonna go tree and Kerr."
that's right.
Yeah,
Yep,
yeah.
left him there. I brought him just to like help my warm my dog up, keep him warm in the box, and
Yeah.
yeah, I want to go. I want to go to the hardest path. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yep. Well, why would you do it the easy way?
not me. And you got
Well, that's about choices.
that's right. You got Mountain Kerr,
Mm-hmm.
the Mountain Kerr division, Lost Bottom Spike with Gary Mitchell, LBK all day.
LBK.
Second place, Porcupine Mountain Grace, LBK. Bart Williams handling that thing.
Oh, I thought he's
And
showstopper.
then, well, not up there. And I
Oh,
tell you,
oh.
I mean, I'll swap places with him. We can make a trade.
matter of
We can
fact,
make a trade. Hey,
if Bart, if you want to, you could become
yeah,
a showstopper. If I can
yeah,
become a LBK.
yeah, yeah. We'll make an off-season trade for Bart Williams.
Yeah.
Then you got Jukebox Siri, Ron Smith handling her.
Now,
Like,
Siri's the one on the Garmin Mini box.
yeah, I think so. Siri's been around for a long time.
She's
Siri's
won
done
a
a lot
lot.
of winning. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Hound
Quite a,
Group. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say quite a
Go.
few world hunts.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. I
For
think
y'all that
so.
don't know, if you want to know a little bit about the Jukebox Boys, the Hunt Dog Public, I done a interviewed them. So Chuck Gatto, go check it out. Anyways, Hounds.
Hounds. Farm Junk Cleo with Logan Hester handling her.
Mm-hmm.
Farm Junk Susan coming in second place. Clay Stevens handling her. And then Showstopper Messiah with Wade Hildebrand. Little FYI, Romeo, Cleo, and Susan are all out of fast cash.
All out of fast cash.
Tom Smith's dog. So, if you're wanting to catch some HIV, I would go catch it from Tom Smith. You know, I made a joke about him getting HIV and losing all that weight, but we call it Hound Infused Vigor. And if I was going to get some Hound Infused Vigor, I would probably be looking at at that Cash dog. He's Trash Can's out of Cash too. I think Trash Can and Susan. I think they're, if I'm not mistaken, I think they're litter mates.
Really?
So with Romeo winning the nationals, the junior nationals this year, that puts Cash of having 3 junior national champions under him. Pretty good.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah. Yep.
Three different
Pretty
females.
Impressive. I think 2. So I think Trash Can won it and Susan's won it. Yeah, they're out the same bitch.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that.
The Feist group, you got the Pissed Off Pig. Imagine that with Ken Nisley.
Yeah. Kenny.
Then you got, I think is that Ramey's Rocky with
Terry
Bailey.
Rocky. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then Dry Ridge Jet with old Carrie Hoover.
Okay. Shout out Carrie.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So just to clear that up, the top 4 dogs are the top dog from each breed went and hunted it off against each other. It's a 4-dog cast.
4-dog cast. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Sunday morning.
Lost Bottom Spike. 17 for 20. Yep. Gary Mitchell. Pissed Off Pig coming in second place, had 100 plus. With Ken Nisley, you got Farm Junk Cleo coming in third place. And then Hickory Hill Game Over.
Yeah,
with the junior nationals.
So I would have actually thought that weather conditions would have been more for the Tree and Cur and the Hound breed.
Yeah.
But Lost Bottom Spike found 2 in that cast, and Pig found 1. So I don't think the Hound or the Tree and Cur found anything, but which I'm pretty sure that the Hound is not, it's not a gambler like a lot of dogs are. But
well, yeah, her percentage, her power ranking's the highest in the country.
Yeah, I know. It's like 18 or something like that. I don't even know if there's anybody close.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's not percentage of squirrels. That's the power ranking, which has other factors. But yeah, she's high. Like she's a squirrel trigger.
Number of cast. What's your plus percentage per cast? Number of trees per cast. Circle trees per cast. All that's going into that power ranking. And Jimmy has some sort of secret concoction to where it gives him a number. So,
yeah.
Do you know the age groups for Junior National Division 2?
Yeah, I think it's like 18 months or something.
18 under?
I think so.
Okay.
Somewhere around there. I don't think it's 24 months. I think it's under 24. I think it's somewhere around 18 months.
The WHK Legendary Image with Mike Lanham won Junior Nationals Division 2.
Yep. In second place was that dog's litter mate with Image Makers Thunderstruck. Yeah. Wow. That's Lane Parks. I talked to Lane about this. A visionary, and somebody had said, Lane, breeder of the decade. And hey, I'm not saying he shouldn't be. Like, had a vision board with dogs treeing on it. Female, what male do I need to breed to? He took Whip and bred the Image and made this litter. The dog that won was a raffle puppy. The dude paid $25. Wow. Yeah, paid $25 a few months ago and got this puppy. I think those dogs are 16 months old, I think.
I bet he's tickled.
I bet he is. Yep, I bet he is. So,
am I froze on your screen?
You are. Yep.
Well, I'm talking, so I'm not froze.
Yeah, I'm good with it.
They'll catch up in a minute.
Yep. So
it is funny.
Yeah.
And then
So,
call up Trudy coming third with Derek Evans.
Yep. That. Oh, Derek told me what she's out of. If she's not out of Woody, she's out of a dog is out of Woody. I think she's out of Woody. I think he told me. I cannot remember. My apologies, Derek. But yeah, I think Trudy's a super nice young dog. And then in the other division, what is the other division? Division 2?
Division 1?
Division 1.
Mm-hmm.
You got
Showstopper Romeo.
That's right. Romeo looked good. He did get kind of hung up one time on like a bad squirrel that morning in the pouring rain, but then he went ahead and got on out of there and went and treated a squirrel. But Romeo looked good. He looked really good that second round. Hunted against Hickory Hill Johnny Cash. Johnny's a super nice young dog. Yeah, Johnny's really nice. I liked him. A guy named Ethan Ledbetter owns Johnny.
Wow. And then you got Saunders Ozark Witch coming third with John Saunders.
Yep, with John. Yep. I talked to John a good bit while I was there.
Shout out John.
Like John a lot. He's super, super nice guy. We're the same type of people.
That's a Gem and Bow dog out of Gem and Bow, I believe, or some of them Gem dogs. Gem and something.
She's got a lot of white on her. A lot of those Gem and Bow dogs are solid red or red with a saddleback. She's red and white and is gorgeous.
Yeah, beautiful dog.
Mm-hmm.
So, congratulations to those three people. The NSD 9-dog event that was that Thursday? Thursday.
It was Thursday. Yep.
I think that was the best weather of the week. Lost bottom Spike. We done talked about it. Treed 4 in the first cast, 4 in the second cast. He won. Gary Mitchell won. And then they had it labeled wrong. I'm pretty sure it was Whipple's Grace. It was a Feist dog come in second. I didn't see the owner's name. And then Porcupine Mountain Ace with Bart Williams coming third.
I got you.
Yeah, there was a Feist dog coming second over there at the 9-dog. Pretty impressive.
Yeah. Congratulations, guys.
Yep. And then we had a few USDC, a couple of USDC, few USDC hunts this past weekend. I know the one in, where was it? Kentucky, Tennessee, somewhere. They had I guess it was their blue ribbon hunt. Rip and Ajax split. That's all I know. I didn't see handlers, nothing like that.
Yeah.
Yep.
And they had one in North Carolina too, didn't they?
Yep. That's it.
Yeah.
Hank Jr. with Jeremy Stevens. Copper with David Price. And Hank, the fourth. Travis Brewer.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And
then one in Tennessee.
The Tennessee Cardi B. Don't know who her handler was. Fars 2020 Ice Bones and Dash. Said there was 20 mile an hour winds. All three casts at the USDC finals split. So I do know that.
Yeah.
Yep. Cool. And the last note I've got for the hunts was OMCBA 2023 Dog of the Year, Cahaba River Swimmer with Clifton Robinson.
Oh, wow.
Yep. He won OMCBA Dog of the Year. Clear Fork Music, Samuel Green was second. And Smith's Flag with Jamie Smith was third.
Congratulations, guys.
Yes, sir. Congratulations. Couple of notes. Updated points on the NSD app. They updated some.
On some of them, the state race is not updated. Or the Louisiana state race hasn't been updated.
They updated a couple of weekends, I think is what they've done.
Yeah.
People reached out and was telling you about how much they enjoyed the podcast. We appreciate them.
Yep.
So I do have a Facebook question.
Yeah, what is that? I hadn't even looked at them. What is that?
It says, does weather affect squirrel movement? And what would be the optimum weather to go hunting for squirrel? As far as squirrel movement, I mean, obviously everybody wants it to be about 60 degrees and, but.
Well, of course, weather affects squirrel movement. Who's sending these questions in? Weather affects squirrel movement for sure. It affects everything.
Yeah.
The optimal time to go is just go. I used to try to talk myself out of going. Like I see the wind blowing. If I couldn't go kill double digits, I wouldn't go.
Yeah.
Wind's blowing today. Then I see on Facebook where somebody done killed 12, 13. It pissed me off.
You can't kill them at home.
I just go. If it's raining, I go. If it's hot, I go. Every opportunity I get, I go.
Yeah.
And put that dog in the woods. Whether I kill a bunch or don't kill a bunch, that's irrelevant to me now. I just go.
Yeah.
But probably the best weather to kill super numbers, I would say, would be 50 degrees, 50 to 60 degrees. Actually, probably 50 to 70 degrees. With a real thick air, light mist. I would go 50 degrees. I think I like 50 better. A light mist. This, like when you see that smoke coming out of the chimney, it doesn't go up in the air. It comes out and kind of hangs down on the roof of the house, like that. Barometric pressure, I guess, would be high, so it'd be pushing that scent down, and man, those dogs can smell them squirrels, and the squirrels will move all day long. Where, like here, they may move for like 3 hours, then they shut down for like lunch or whatever. Then they'll get cranked back up that afternoon. When it's like that, when it's that mist, that they move all freaking day, and they just never stop moving, and you can just kill a pile of them. We've killed 60, 70 squirrels in the morning, and we're like, man, we're gonna go back and get 100 today. And sometimes, like most time, we just don't, because that's a ton of skinning, and like we'll skin the young ones and we'll give some of the older tough squirrels away. But it's the best weather, I think, is somewhere around 50, 60 degrees with a light mist, just a heavy air, so that scent doesn't go away. It comes down. We've had some massacres. Let's see. Cody, I don't know what's going on with him, but he had to use a bathroom or something, maybe. I don't know. He's got a bladder of a small child. But I had some dreams the other night, some lucid dreams. I dreamt that Shelby Johnson was Wade Hildebrand's biological father, which is crazy. But it might explain why they both like killing so much or whatever. But just a crazy dream, which I like dreams. I really like nightmares because it kind of scares me a little bit and I wake up spooked. But yeah, it was It's kind of odd. I dream about killing squirrels and running dogs and everything. It's just on the brain all the time, I guess. But yeah, you didn't hear that. But hey, I had a dream of the night that Shelby Johnson was Wade Hildebrand's biological father.
No. How'd that work out?
Well, I mean, some things kind of line up. They're both from Texas. They're both squirrel killing machines. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah.
So
that's in my brain. I dream about dog hunting, squirrel hunting, killing squirrels.
Yeah. What about when you go to sleep and you wake up and you just give out because you worked all night in your sleep? You ever done that?
No.
I've had a dream about work, and I woke up tireder than I was when I went to sleep.
No, I don't dream about work, player. Not this cat.
Well, I'll be having some crazy dreams. I
like having lucid dreams.
I told my wife, I said, let's just go and get this straight. When we first started dating or married or whatever you want to call it, I don't know it. What I'm saying is I don't know at what point I told her this, but I told her, I said, look, when I go to sleep, I'm not Cody sometimes. We're not married sometimes. I don't even live in Mississippi sometimes. So whatever I talk about in my sleep, I don't have a clue.
Yeah.
So, oh man, I've had some interesting ones.
You have night terrors. You wake up screaming. Ah! Ah! You do that?
I do wake up fighting the headboard sometimes.
Dang.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it gets wild in there. Yep. Showing up. What about you ever woke up and you're mad? Your wife's mad at you. What do you reckon you done in her dream?
Oh, dude. Like, yeah, my wife stayed mad. So my wife doesn't waste the opportunity to get mad. Like she stays mad at me most of the time. And there's been multiple occasions where I did something in her dream and she woke up mad at me and then realized, oh, that happened in my dream, but stayed mad. She stayed mad at me. And even though she does recognize that it happened in her dream, I'm 100% innocent, still mad at me.
You shouldn't have done it.
Yeah, man. Yeah. But she never wastes the opportunity to get mad. I had a friend that was taking Ambien, and he dreamt that he was letting the dogs out. He had the door open. He was like, come on, come on. But it wasn't the door. It was the gate to his pool. And he stepped off. He woke up underwater.
Wow.
He said it scared the piss out of him. And which I imagine it did. But he come back in, and his wife was like, what in the world are you doing? He's like, I'm drying off. Like, I fell in the pool. She's like, what? She's like, I let the dogs out. She's like, the dogs are inside. Like he didn't even let the dogs out. Like he just walked outside to open the gate of the pool. Anyway, stepped off in the pool. And I was like, dude, that is super dangerous. Because like, what if he thinks somebody's breaking into his house and he grabs a gun and shoots his wife?
You know, that Ambien, that's some bad stuff. Now I know I got several funny stories about that. One of my buddies, the first time he ever took it, it was like, I'm gonna take a shower right quick. He said he took one. Like I said, it's the first time he ever took one. He got in the shower. That son passed out in the shower, ripped the curtain rod down. His wife comes in there, thinks he's dying. He's passed out. Laying in the bathroom floor. She has to drag him over and put him in the bed.
Oh, wow.
I mean, and I got another one. I got another buddy that worked swing shift back in our younger days. He took one and he woke up sitting in his truck with it running in his underwear. He told me he don't know how far he drove or if he even drove. Like that
I know a
stuff.
guy
Wow.
that was in his underwear. He was sleep driving, and he thought he was on the interstate, and he was on a pipeline.
Was it the
He
same
drove
guy?
his work truck. Huh?
Was it the same guy?
No, this is a totally different dude.
Okay.
This guy was in the chemical business with me. I didn't work with him. He worked for a different company, but yeah, he was sleep driving down a pipeline and like went off in the woods, crashed his work truck. And the cops were trying to get him for DWI and stuff. He's like, I haven't been drinking. But yeah, he had taken an Ambien and got in his truck in his underwear and drove like a couple miles from his house.
Wow. That's scary.
Like, put his blinker on, turned down his pipeline and gassed it. Why? Yeah, pretty nuts.
Oh. So
I don't have any trouble going to sleep. I can sleep anywhere. Matter of fact, Wade said he got up in the middle of the night to go check on his dogs. He said I was up, like laying down on the couch with my phone, asleep. Had my phone up like in the air, asleep.
Me neither. Normally, when I get tired, my phone hits me in the face a couple of times. It's time for me to go to sleep.
I was coming back from a hunt one time. Was in Missouri, and so I used to get nervous before the hunts or whatever, and trying to think like the night before I never went to sleep. Like I'd be as nervous as Rainy Gary at a spelling bee.
Yeah, that'd be pretty bad. Pretty bad.
So I never went to sleep. Hunted that day, and I think I had a pretty good day. I won something, but anyway, come home, drop Wade off in Texas County. He's like, "Hey man, just crash in the she shed out there, and get up." No, I want to go. I'm ready to go see my family. I'm going home.
Yeah.
So I take off, and I get probably less than 30 minutes from the house. And I get off the interstate, and dude, I just can't go any further. So I pull underneath the viaduct, and I've got like a 2019 Dodge Ram, 3/4 ton, jacked up a little bit. Anyway, pretty nice truck. We had a console. I just lay down. I go to sleep. I get woken up with bang, 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 bang. Somebody's like hammering on my glass, and I jump up. It's a cop. I open up the door. I was like, what's the deal? He's like, dude, are you okay? I was like, yeah, I'm fine. And like he's like, you got your driver's license? I was like, dude, I was in a coma. Like, I mean,
I'm not driving.
I was going on a few hours of sleep in the past 48 hours.
Yeah.
Done drove 5 hours up there in Missouri and 5 hours back and hunted all day. Anyway, I was in a deep sleep. And I was like, I'm not even sure what my wallet is. Could you give me a second and let me get let me get woke up a little bit? He's like, sure, man, sure. Like he was acting really weird. Had backup. Backup was there. And anyway, I showed him my license, registration, all that stuff. He's like, dude, you sleep with your effing eyes open. I was like, huh? Which I knew that. My papa, the Indian, sleep with his eyes open. And I sleep with my eyes open sometimes. My kids sleep with their eyes open too. Yeah, I think so.
Can't sneak up on them.
Hey, I was laid down on the console. He said when he shined in there, I was staring at him, and it freaked him out. He said my eyes were like wide open. It freaked him out. He's like, dude, I thought it was an OD. You ever overdosed or a suicide? He's like, I looked at your truck. I didn't think it was an overdose, which I don't know what that has to do with it. But anyway.
I know a bunch of people that run dozes on drugs.
Yeah, no joke. So, and I had a dog box in the back, had a dog box in the extended cab.
Yeah.
And showed him my trophy, and we got out. He wanted to look at my dog, and so I let Traveler out. And
He take a picture with him?
No, I should have. That'd been funny. But he's like, man, there's a parking area right up there. I was like, yeah, I know. Like I'm from here,
Yeah.
Like I've traveled these roads a good bit. Like I know where the parking area is. I couldn't get there. Like it's like a mile up the road. It's right there at the Red River. And I was thinking, he's like, man, it's dangerous. Like you don't want to just be pulled over. And I'm thinking, well, the parking area is more secluded. If I was going to get robbed, I think it'd be just as easy to rob me there, or easier to rob me there than it would on the side of the highway. But anyway, he's like, just go up there and go back to sleep. I was like, dude, I am wide awake now. Thank you. Like, you scared the shit out of me.
Yeah. You done got me out here taking pictures of my dog. I didn't know that about the Indian traits. I didn't know they all slept their eyes open.
I don't know if they do.
Or native. I should start saying native.
Yeah, I don't know if they do. So you're putting words in my mouth.
That's what you said.
My grandfather does. No, I said my grandfather does.
I said it's an Indian trait, and you said yeah.
And it might be. It might.
You're the one that said yeah.
It might be. I don't know if that's an Indian trait or not. But I got it from my grandfather. He sleeps with his eyes open.
So I got told something this weekend from a guy that loves big support of the podcast. Shout out, you
okay.
Are. He said, we all know Shane's a comedian, but when you say something, it's supposed to be the truth, and we believe it. And I said, partially true. Partially true.
So the stuff you say is truthful. Like it's believable. No, it's believable. It is.
What about the other day? And I didn't question it, and I did have to Google it. Do you know where pheasants are from?
They're from Asia.
You said China.
I did say China.
Why did you say China?
Well, China is in Asia.
But they're not from technically China. They're from Asia or Europe.
They're from Europe.
Or Asia. Whatever.
Dude, like your geography is off. Like you talk about Mississippi has mountains. You're talking about like pheasants are from Asia, but Europe.
You tried to specify China.
I did say China, but China is a country in Asia.
Okay, well,
not Europe. For sure, not Europe. But so where's pheasants from? Since you Googled it,
it says Asia and Europe.
Asia and Europe.
Yeah, I just wanted to clarify. We're not the smartest human beings, but we're not the dumbest. That's questionable.
Well,
might.
Look, man, this is not an educational. Well, no, this is not a factual podcast. It could be educational, but it's not. Never have we proclaimed that it's a factual podcast ever. Nor will I ever.
Somewhat truthful. Also, the Hunting Dog Public, we're starting up again. So y'all be ready for that.
What? Interviews?
What's
going on with it? It's coming out on the
actual one comes out today.
16th. Yeah, on the 16th.
Yeah, 16th. There's one day. Chris Knight, Gary Mitchell will be out next Tuesday.
Yeah.
I'm gonna reach out to old Ken Isley and let him tell about the pig.
The PIG free pig. What the hell?
Yeah. We're gonna talk piglets.
Mm-hmm.
So, yep. That's about all I got for today.
Imagine that.
Imagine what?
That's all you got.
Yep. I'm running on fumes right now.
Yeah. So you got called into work?
Yep. I'm running on an hour of sleep. I got called at midnight. It is currently 6 a.m.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Taking me a few hours nap, and I'm going back to work.
Yeah.
In the ice storm.
Mm.
Yeah.
So
2024.
yeah, but dude, the Breed Nationals was a great time, a great event. I think some of the weather probably scared some folks off, but it was more participation than what I figured it would be.
Yeah, that's a tough thing, man. I guess Jimmy has a reason why it's in January, especially the first week or two. Like, in
Yeah.
my opinion, like middle of November maybe would be better as far as
Well, I
weather.
mean, but you got so many. That's deer season for so many places. Hunting
It
ground.
ain't deer season up there.
No, not then. Like it's bow
Okay.
season, but not rifle. And having hunting grounds could be difficult in November.
I guess I don't consider that. Our hunting season comes in as soon as squirrel season comes in. It goes through the end of January. So
Yeah, but there's places you can't run a dog when firearm season is going on.
there, I guess.
There's places in several states you can't in Louisiana, you can't in Arkansas, you can't in Texas. No, say
I guess
you
I guess
can
I'm not
you
familiar
can
with
in
that
Texas.
because you can run them here. That's not a
Yeah,
stipulation I'm normally having to worry about.
yeah. Louisiana you can, Arkansas you can't.
That blows my mind that you cannot be in the woods while they have firearms.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Don't want to mess up their deer hunting, man.
That's wild. Do
Mm-hmm.
they let y'all do it during bow season or no deer season?
Yeah. Well, bow season comes in September, and you can run dogs until November.
Hmm.
When I say dogs, like squirrel dogs.
Yeah.
Until November. But when firearm season comes in, that's muzzle loading, youth, any firearm season, when it comes in, you can't have a dog on public ground. You can have it on private ground, but not public.
I got you.
And these big hunts are on public ground. I liked it when it was at LBL, which I like Illinois too.
Yeah.
But
I know I've not
LBL
thought
is a cool
about it.
place.
I didn't consider it until after Adam O'Donnell told me, he couldn't believe first time he come. I want to say it was the OMCBA World Hunt or something, and they was hunting out there with deer hunters, and he was like, "Are you serious?" And I'm like, I guess I'm just used to it. That's just a thing
Yeah.
we do.
Most places don't. Yeah,
Yeah,
most places don't. You got
I get it. They're
but yeah,
taking your rights away.
yeah. It's always been like that as far as I can remember. Over here,
Hmm.
I'm sure. At one time it wasn't, but as far as I can remember, it's been like that. But
Yeah.
I like the big hunts. I like the nationals. I like it with them separating the breeds. And I talked to a couple people about this. Some dogs got an easier path than other dogs because of the breed. If on paper, if each group would have 10 plus dogs per group. Like this could be one of the biggest hunts in the country. When one group has only 2 rounds, they get to the finals, and another group has 4 rounds to get to the finals, or 3 rounds to get to the finals. Like I've heard some arguments. I heard some arguments like it'd be better if it was just open event again. I don't know if it'd be better or not. It might. Like I can see both sides of it. You'd probably have less fights in her, but you might not.
Yeah.
I don't know. You might have the same. It wasn't that many fights in her this past weekend.
Yeah, and that's something that Ken will probably have to. They'll be saying, well, there wasn't that many fights, but I mean, it ain't like Ken can help that. More fights should have come. More fights should have come.
Right. Yeah. No, there wasn't many hounds either.
Yeah. There wasn't many curs.
Yeah, there was.
7.
I thought it was more than that.
I thought I saw 7, 4, 7, 7, 11. What? How many
Maybe so. No, there wasn't 7 fights, was there?
4 fights.
Yeah. Yeah.
4, 7, 7. I thought there was like 11 tree curs.
14.
14 tree curs. I shorted you a few.
He did.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're trying to take some of Megatron's compliments away.
So do you think that is it the venue and stuff is nice in Illinois?
It's not as nice as the state park at LBL. Like that place is like a red carpet square dog event,
Yeah.
But it's adequate. I mean, it has a restaurant, but it's like a coon club, The Lake Berkeley State Park or State Resort or whatever it is. I mean, it's a resort. Yeah. They have a gym, basketball court, swimming pool. They have 2 swimming pools, an indoor and an outdoor swimming pool. Rooms, they have cottages. Like they have like a fellowship hall and a venue you can rent. Or they have a freaking restaurant, like a restaurant. Now this place has got a kitchen, and they do a really good job. But it's like volunteer work. We're at LBL. They even have a bar. They have like a game room for kids. They have like an arcade room for kids. They have a bar where you can go in there and buy liquor and sit down and that could be Club Coco, like I was talking about at the World Hunt.
Yeah. Club Coco. Get them interviews in.
Mm-hmm.
What about the stud dog auction still going? So those of y'all that's interested in buying a bid or posting a bid, go on there to that St. Jude stud dog auction page. This goes to a good cause. I don't know. I guess 100% goes to St. Jude. If you're interested in that, go check that out.
Mm-hmm.
So, pretty interesting. Pretty big week. We got a big week coming up. 11 hunts in NSD, 4 hunts in USDC.
Are you going to any?
No.
You are not?
I am not. I will be hosting a hunt the 27th.
Mm-hmm.
I'm supposed to be trying to breed my dog this week. Or next. Yep. Might have some little gunners in the oven.
Watch out. LM Seed. LM
Seed.
Unless you go, I mean, if you don't go to any more hunts, you ain't gonna be in the LMC. Holy smokes.
The 27th and 28th.
Okay.
I got a $50 $100 shootout, $50 shootout on the 28th.
Mm-hmm.
Just in case.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had to look. Mm-hmm. That'll get me in there.
I'm contemplating on going this weekend. My dog needs a little bit of work.
I tell you what, you ought to be up there in the state race in Louisiana.
I probably am.
Out of the 10 dogs that's been hunted over.
Yep, I probably am.
Well, it don't show you but like 30 points, so I know you got a lot more than that.
It shows me at 30? I thought it showed me at 10.
It might show you at 10. I just threw out a random number, trying to get a little rise out of you.
Oh, yeah. I take 30 over 10. Yeah, but no, I thought I've been in 4 hunts. In the first hunt I was in, he looked like a super shit eater. And then the next 3, he looked fair. I got a third, a second, and a first.
Louisiana state race. I have
it had been updated through
10 points.
It hadn't been updated through October or through December.
Yeah, you want to climb that list pretty good.
Yeah.
So
it would be, I'm going to have 200 something points, I think.
Yeah. It shows blue with 140. Yeah. So
yep. Romeo's up there too. He placed a first and a second. I think he's gonna have like a.
Yeah, I didn't think about 150, Romeo.
Something like that.
That's true. I didn't think about him.
Yeah, but I don't know if I'm gonna go. I may. It's more important to me to get my dog right
and get it back to working on him. So.
Yeah, he's a habitual line stepper.
I need to get this weather out of here so I can go.
Just go. I'm like yesterday. Like all the roads here are closed down. I didn't go to work, and probably not going to work today. If I don't, I'm gonna take a dog to the woods.
Yeah,
it's cold.
Right.
Like it. Yeah, it's super cold. Like right now it's like 15 degrees. Let's see. Super cold. Anyway, well, what time you gotta go to work? Here in just a minute.
Well, I'm gonna go home. I gotta take a nap, dude.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, you was on call, right?
Yeah, like I said, I got an hour of sleep last night.
Yeah, 15 degrees right now.
The things we do for content.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, you didn't have to get on here this morning.
Well, I know the people that look forward to this. That they matter.
Oh yeah.
So.
Oh, you see. Yeah, I guess so.
All right, tell your mama, your daddy, aunts, uncles, sisters, cousins.
That's right.
Bust Up Podcast, YouTube.
Let them know.
Most podcast providers, except for Apple right now. We're trying to get Apple on board. I don't know what the deal is.
Still.
Yeah, still. Anyway, check us out. We appreciate y'all. Peace out.
Peace out.